Hi, today we're going to try something radical. I'm going to draw a little bit of a comic from Gary Larson's The Far Side. Well, just the main little broad strokes of it quickly. And then we can discuss it. And maybe we can figure out why it's funny. Probably. So, let's see. I guess, as you probably know, most of these Far Side comics are pretty much just a single panel, and this is no exception. And I'm going to just sketch out some of there's a little bit of, perspective in this one. So I'm going to try to get that in here real quick. All right, well, there's our, some shading here, maybe. But this is like a building. And we can get some more hints of that by a couple windows. Nice little four square, got some molding. And I'm realizing the white balance is awful here, and I should sketch dark. See, there you go. That's the edge of a building, and here's another window. I wonder if I'm going to get some marks on these gloves eventually. It's a good thing I have a whole bunch of gloves, huh? What do we have? There's a guy, almost like a triangular sort of guy walking here. I hope that by the time Gary Larson in his repertoire starts doing some of his visual masterpieces, that I know how to draw better too. In a sense, maybe I'm learning along with him. So here's a guy, and he's got a nose, hand in a pocket. It's like a trench coat, just walking down the street. And there's another sort of goofy character here. Just gonna phone this one in. We got a briefcase, an arm, nose, some glasses, very strange hair. Here's another hand, a big old foot coming out. But you get the idea. This guy's just walking down the street. And then, what do we have? Up on the roof, got like a flying saucer looking thing with some portholes and a couple little bits of landing gear indications coming out. And then we have our central characters up here. Here's one of them, and here's another. They have these little stalks, but they're not eye stalks. They're just kind of like antennae. And this one here is looking up there, and mouth open. Got some teeth. And this other one is looking back at him. Her, maybe her. Mouth closed because we see the tooth right there. Eyebrows. And has a hand here. And a fishing. Oops. Yeah, I should probably look at what I'm drawing instead of what I'm supposed to be drawing. A fishing line. And attached to it is, how do you do this justice? I don't know. It is some sort of, there's a face with a hideous smile. And here is some sort of leg with a high heel shoe up that way. There's an arm going over here. There's another arm over here. Like maybe a little bit of a dress, but mostly that's sort of supposed to be fleshish. But another thing is you can see at the joints there's these like screws, so it is absolutely a wind-up gal of sorts. Oh, and we have tangled sort of fishing line here, and then we have a caption underneath. Something's wrong. Reel up and check the bait. And that's your comic. So why is it funny? All right, so I suppose if you've never been fishing, maybe you don't know that lines can get tangled. If you've never gone to another planet and tried to capture some of their flora or fauna, maybe you can't relate to the challenges of that. But anyhow, these guys, they don't even care. They just don't care, because that is that's weird. These guys, they don't get it. There's a gap of understanding. I think that's why it's funny. And I want to like hashtag me too this one, but